Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully designed our admin profile page, and also as I told you, after every lecture now I want to push this code to the GitHub. You will get all that step-by-step process. Okay, what are exactly the things I have done for our previous lecture, that is our admin profile image and update part 1, everything in here, okay, which is totally fine. It will help you a lot. So now friend, in this video I want to do like right now I'm logging with the user. If you logging or another user as a Kazi, so that is a username as a Kazi. So now let's check this out, it's perfectly working or not. Click as a logout. I want to do logging with the Kazi. Okay, so that will be that will be a Kazi. Okay, that is a Kazi, and cover the Kazi I use the password udemy12345. Now if you click as a login, now you can see you are successfully logging. And now if you go to that profile page again, yes, you can see right now I'm logging with the Kazi. As I told you, which user is logging, right? I have already taken that data, who authenticated user, which user is logging. I get that data. I simply get it with this variable, and with this compact, we pass this data in our admin profile page. That means admin profile view page, and here you can see it's now successfully displayed. Great. Now in this video I want to edit it. Okay, so if you want to edit, so that is our edit profile. Into this edit profile, first of all we have to create another route for this. I simply create another route. Okay, I simply create another route. So I name it as a route, and I put another route name, and I just put that route name as edit. Okay, edit profile. Okay, so that will be edit profile. Great. And now if you want to create it, that is all one of the name route, I copy it, and in our web, better I want to take another one, I copy it. How much easy it is, you can see friend. If you understand my step-by-step all process, then that will be very much easy to you. So now our name I name it as a edit profile, I copy it, so that will be as a edit profile, and I just name it as a edit. Okay, I name it as a edit profile. That will be our URL, and after that URL, before I use that as an admin profile URL, right here you can see it's now display as an admin profile. Great. Now I want to use for the edit as a edit profile, and here I want to create another new method. I just name it as a edit. Okay, edit profile. So this type of one of the method now I want to create in our admin controller. Right, so now I want to go to that admin controller, and into this admin controller now I want to create a new one that will be a public, and then function, and then our method name as a edit profile. I simply created that edit profile, and also I make it as a, that will be the and method. An edit profile will be just like that same, because here also I want to edit it which user is logging, right? Which user is logging, I have already get that things like that way, so that will be just like that same. Better I copy it, and after that better I copy total things. Okay, I copy total things and then I paste it. So now our ID, which is I have already discussed about that things with you, which user is logging, I want to get that user ID, and then with our user model I want to find this data, and now I take another variable as edit. Okay, edit data. So now we have to pass that edit data with our another page. I want to create another page in our admin as a admin profile view. So now I want to make it as a admin profile edit. Okay, so edit. So now this type of one of the page now I want to create, and here I want to pass which user is logging, that user data with our different type of variable. You can also use that same variable, is totally fine. So now we have to create our admin profile edit, right? So that is one of the blade page now we have to create in our admin folder. So that is our admin in our view, and that is our admin. Here I want to create another new file, and now I just click as a save as. Okay, click as a save as, and I simply name it as a admin profile edit.blade.php. Great. So friend, that will be just like that same here from our admin profile view. Better I copy everything. Okay, I copy everything, and now in our admin profile edit, here I paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. Now our page content will be needed. Page contain float will be needed. Then there have also another row. And now I want to here actually that will be on the input field, right? If you go to our theme, into the theme, if you go like that is on the form. Okay, if you go to that form, that is our form element. If you go to the form element, like that is on the input field, right? So this type of one of the input field I want to actually take, that is in our form element.html. From here you can actually get it rather than have to take it from to this area. So like I select it, now you can see it successfully get that div. So that is on the div. There is also another div. There is a call row MD3, right? So there is a MD3, and that is on the card. There is a card body. Then that is actually the card, and then there is a row. I want to do that is actually total row, right? So that is our total row is ended in here. So better I select it. I select this row. Okay, I select this row, and also you can say I have already taken our main content in our layout. I have loaded that page content. There is also another there is a content fluid. So now I take this row. Okay, I take this row. I simply click as a edit with HTML. Now I copy this row. I copy this row, and now in our admin profile edit, there is also another row. If you select this div, and this div is ended in here. So right now I make it as a clean. Okay, I make it as a clean. Perfect. So now there is our two of this div is closed. Now here I want to paste it. I simply paste it. Now I want to select everything in our left position. To the left position I select it, and now if you click as a save all, now if you go to our profile page, now refresh it. Okay, refresh it, and if you click at the as a edit profile, yes, it's now redirected to our edit profile page, and yes, you can see it's now successfully loaded all that our things. So friend, here only we need one input field. Okay, one input field will be enough. Rest of this I want to remove it from here. So if you want to do that work, like that is our texture in input. Texture input is actually this one. So here I want to name it. I name it as a, that will be the edit, right? Edit profile page. I name it as the edit profile page. That is a p tag. I don't need this any p tag. I simply remove it, and only I want to take one div. Okay, you can see that is and row. So that is, if you select this div is ended in here. Okay, I only want to take one, and rest of this I want to delete. Okay, rest of this all, there is an and row. I simply remove this and row, and also for this div is ended in here. There is another and row. I simply remove it. Okay, now that should be perfect. That will be only one. Click as a save all, and now if you go refresh it, yeah, now perfect. Now there is only one input field. So in particular input field area, we need one of the form. Okay, so that is actually one div. So into this div area, I want to take one of the form, because from here I want to update it. So that will be on the form. Form is closed, and now I want to cut it, and after that div, so that is our total div. After that div, I want to finish it. So that will be our and form. Great. So now that is our one field. First of all, I want to change our which things. I want to change it. That is, if you go to that profile, I need that image portion, the name, username, and then user email address, right? So now that should be as a 3 field. First of all, I want to take as a 3 field. First of all, that will be as a not the text. I want to name it as a name. Okay, so that will be as a name. There is a name field, and name field, that is a input type, which is totally fine. And for the input here, I want to put one of the name. Okay, I put that name. So name will be, I name it as a name as per our database field name. You can change it as per your demand. So our database field name, if you go to that our user, you can see there is a name, email, and then username. So I want to use it. So there is a name, there is a class, type will be as a text type, placeholder. Right now we don't need any placeholder. Okay, I simply remove this placeholder from this position. Here I want to load that value. Okay, that means that will be display. I have already get which user is logging. That user data I have already taken with this variable as edit data. Here I pass that edit data with our compact methods. Now I want to can use it with that variable as edit data. Right now go to our admin profile edit. Here I have already passed it. So if you want to display it, then you can display it with the value, and this value I want to display it by our variable name as a edit. Okay, edit data. So now with this edit data, I want to access our field name or database field name as a name. Right now in our input field area, that value will be loaded our which user is logging, that is username. Like I show you, if you click as a save all. Now if you go now here, I want to refresh it, and now if you go to the edit profile, yes, you can see the Kazi is now loaded. Great. That means which user is logging. Right now I'm logging with the Kazi name is loaded. And same as I want to do the another one, so simply copy it. Okay, copy it, and where I copy that total div. So that is a copied, and I want to take another one, also take another one. So that will be for the email. I name it as a user email. Okay, user email. And for the user email, our field name, I name it as email, and our value will be as our field name, database field name as email. So now that should be display our which user is logging user email, right? And also I want to take another one as a username. And username, our field name, I name it as a user name. Okay, that will be the username. And also if you want to display that username data, then that will be the edit data as a username. Because if you go to our database, into this database, our field name as a username, you can see now that user should be also display. Great. Now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go again, I want to refresh it. You can see now there is another field, and our value is loaded as a Kazi. User email is successfully loaded. Username is also successfully loaded. So now I want to also update that image. Okay, for the image I want to take another field. If you want to take another field, like right now I copy it, and then here I paste it. Okay, so that will be our another field. I name it as a profile image. Okay, sorry, I name it as a profile image. So that will be as a profile image. And input field name, okay, here that will be one of the input field. I want to name that as a profile underscore image. So that will be as a profile image. Type, we don't need this any type. Okay, that will be type will be needed because that will be one of the file type. Okay, because from here I want to upload that some of the file, so that will be as a file type. And value, we don't need any value. I simply remove this value because that from here I want to upload some of the images. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all. Now if you go refresh it, you can see now there is a profile image, and there is a choose option. There is a choose file. If you click it, now you can see it's now successfully loaded on the image part. From here you can actually choose some of the image. Okay, you can choose some of the image. And I want to do, when you choose any image, if you want to also display that image in particular that area, you can also display it. I show you, then that will be interactive. Like here I copy again. Okay, I copy another row, and here I paste it. So right now level, we don't need this any level. I only want to display one of the images. Okay, here if you want to display that image, like before I have already loaded some of the image, like that is the image. Okay, from our admin profile view, I want to copy it, and now in our edit profile here there is an input field. So into this input field area I want to display one of the image. Okay, there is the only asset. I want to take the total image part. I copy it, and then here I want to paste it. Okay, so then that will be display on the image. Now let's check this out first. Click as a save all. Now if you go refresh it, you can see that is actually one of the image. So here I want to do that have also one of the level, right? Better I take that level first. So there is a level, and here I want to remove this level. Now that should be perfectly as a save all, because I want to load it in here. Refresh it. Now that is actually perfect, right? So now there is a level. In this level area I want to make it as a empty. So right now a level, they have no level, and after that div there is a call sm10. So before I loaded that level and then call sm10. So into this call sm10 I simply loaded one of the image, and into this image there is a round circle. I want to change that class. I don't want to use that round circle. Here if you want to use the images, and that is UI element, and the images here. Right now which type you want to choose? Right now there is actually another type, right? If you select this one, that is avatar round avatar LG. So I want to use this one. Let's check this out, how that things actually look like. I want to update that class. Okay, round avatar LG. Now click as a save all. Now go there. Now refresh it. Now it's actually pretty better, right? And after that I want to add one of the update button, because here also we have to update it, right? So now that is our total div, and before that form, before this form, I want to take another input field. So that is the input, and type will be, that will be one of the submit type, right? So that will be one of the submit type. And also here I want to do, I don't need any name, I want to add that value. Our value will be as update, okay, update profile. So this type of one of the value that will be display, and also I have to put on the class name. So there is a class I want to use it as a btn, okay, btn round, or rather than, if you go over here, I want to check on the button, I want to use it for the info. It's the same actually, if you now select it. So now that is our btn info light. I copy it. That is one of the button class, and here I want to use one of the button class. Okay, I simply use one of the button class. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go refresh it, now yeah, you can see it's now another button as an update profile. Great. So right now friend, we successfully get that our profile, all the data, and that is email, the username, profile images, and then update profile. Great. So now I want to do like whatever the images actually you choose, whatever the images you choose, if you select that image will be loaded in particular that area. So you can actually do that work with using one of the JavaScript. So better for in our next video, I want to complete this part. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.